Welcome to another Tenergy video. Today we'll talk about rechargeable power for the Arlo security camera. If you want to see more content like this, please like, share, and subscribe. We put out a new video every week. At Tenergy, we have two versions of rechargeable batteries that work for Arlo. On my right side is the original, and on my left side is the Pro version. Both batteries are Arlo certified to work with the security cameras. The main difference is the Pro version, as you can see here, is the black ones. They come equipped with more capacity and better performance in extreme weather. In addition to that, the charger that it comes with has an LCD screen, so you'll be able to see more detailed status on your batteries while you're recharging them. The original charger comes with an LED indicator, and it'll only tell you when the batteries are fully charged. If you're new to rechargeable battery power for your Arlo security camera, we recommend the originals. And if you want a better experience and all-around performance, we recommend the Pro version. And that's it for the basics. Let's get into runtime. We get a lot of questions about camera runtime, and this can be affected by a wide variety of things. An important thing to note is that when you're comparing runtime from your cameras from one time to another, make sure they're an apples-to-apples comparison. For example, if you're using your camera in the summer and then comparing it in the winter, it's going to have different runtimes based on the seasonality. Keep that in mind as we go through these different variations of what affects your camera runtime. Camera factors can affect how much power your batteries offer. For example, the frequency or sensitivity of your camera settings can impact how much power is drained by your camera. If your camera is located somewhere outside, for example, is pointed to the street and there's a lot of people walking by all the time, this will quickly drain your battery power. But if you have it located indoors or in the backyard, where it's triggered less frequently, then you'll have more battery power. Another thing that can affect your battery power is the length of each video. If your camera is recording for long periods of time, this will also quickly run down your battery power. Your Wi-Fi settings, connectivity can also impact your battery power as well. If your camera is having issues connecting to your Wi-Fi, that can also quickly run down your battery unnecessarily. So make sure you have a good connection set up, and if your camera is located far away from your Wi-Fi, try and move your router closer to the camera to eliminate that issue. Another thing that impacts your battery runtime is environmental factors. If your camera is located in a place, or if you're located in a place that gets to freezing temperatures, this can impact how long your batteries run. In addition to that, if your camera is located and is pointed at a place that's constantly getting low light, this will make the infrared sensor run harder and therefore draining your power even faster. Another factor that influences your camera runtime is inserting them incorrectly or mixing and matching batteries together in the same camera. For example, if you're using these batteries with these batteries in the same camera, that will negatively affect your runtime. Or if you're using new batteries and old batteries together in the same camera, that will also negatively affect your runtime. Or if you're using batteries of different power levels, such as 3 that's fully charged and then 1 that's half charged or low power, that will also affect the runtime of your camera. Another thing that will impact battery runtime on your camera is mixing non-rechargeable with rechargeable batteries. Some customers will notice that non-rechargeable batteries will last twice as long as rechargeable batteries. And that's kind of to be expected. The benefit about rechargeable is that you can use them anytime, and that will create less waste when compared to non-rechargeable batteries. And it will also generate energy savings in the long run. Now that we've talked about various factors that influences your camera runtime, let's talk about best practices for your batteries and charger so you can get the most out of them for your camera. The first thing you should be doing is making sure your firmware is up to date. That will greatly improve your battery's performance. Make sure your camera settings are optimized for better battery performance. We have a link in the description that can help cover that topic for you. The next thing you can do is make sure your camera is set to record less frequently and shorter videos. Make sure the camera is pointed at a location that you only want to record and not including a busy street or intersection. Another thing you can do is to make sure your camera is placed in a great place. And that means putting it somewhere where it has a strong Wi-Fi connection and doesn't have multiple access points or Wi-Fi networks that it might connect to. Or you can put it in a location that has a lot of ample light so that the infrared light sensor is not overly running and draining your power. Lastly, make sure you're using the batteries that were included with your Arlo or Arlo certified batteries. And that covers camera settings. Let's dive into battery settings to ensure your batteries run for a long time. One of the most important thing is to make sure that you keep the same 4 set of batteries together, whether they're in the charger or in your camera. And an extension of that is if you have more than 4 sets of batteries, or like a new 4 set of batteries, make sure you're using the same 4 batteries that came together in your camera. If you're mixing and matching batteries together, the lowest battery will run out the fastest and therefore reduce your overall runtime. Be sure to keep your batteries charged when they're low on power, whether they're in the camera or just sitting on the shelf. Charge them at least up to 50% and keep them in a cool and dry place if you're keeping them for storage. Another thing you want to keep in mind is when you're inserting the batteries into your camera is to make sure that it's free of debris or dust inside the battery compartment. When you're inserting the batteries themselves, make sure the plus and minus signs of the batteries are facing the correct directions. Lastly, you want to make sure that the batteries or the camera do not get wet. Those are some best practices for your batteries. Now let's get into some things you should be doing for the charger. For the charger, it's best to use only rechargeable batteries inside of the Tenergy charger. And an important thing to note here is that you do not want to use any other brands or any other sizes inside of the charger. This charger is specifically designed to use only the 3.7 volts RCR1238 batteries. And that's very important. The R in the beginning of the battery size stands for rechargeable batteries. If you're using a 3 volt CR1238 batteries, it's a non-rechargeable battery and will not work in the charger. So make sure it's either one of these batteries or these batteries inside of the charger. The next thing you want to make sure is that if you're using these chargers and bringing it from a different temperature area, like if it's been outdoors and you're bringing it indoors to use, let it come up to room temperature before you start charging your batteries. This will ensure that there's no water or moisture around the charger. And mentioning water and moisture, when you're recharging your batteries, make sure the charger is nowhere close to any liquids because that can be a fire hazard. Now that we've covered some best practices for your camera, charger, and batteries, let's talk about some commonly asked questions our users ask us. The first question we get a lot from our user is, I keep getting a charger error message. How can I determine if it's the battery or charger that's the problem? Okay, so first thing you want to do is make sure that you haven't inserted the batteries incorrectly. That means the positive sign faces a positive sign and the negative sign faces a negative sign. The second thing you want to make sure is that the batteries are rechargeable. So as I mentioned earlier, make sure it says RCR123A and it's a 3.7 volt battery. Now, to determine if it's the batteries or the charger, you're going to want to try and troubleshoot this by inserting one battery into one charging slot. If the battery is not recharging in that first slot, move it over to another slot. If it's also not recharging in that slot, try the other 3 slots. If it doesn't recharge in any of the slots, it's likely a problem with the batteries and not the charger. And if you're inserting into one slot and not recharging, and it doesn't recharge there, but it recharges in another slot, it's likely that one slot in the charger has an issue. So that's an easy way for you to determine if it's the battery or the charger and that's the problem. Another question we frequently get from our user is, I'm inserting fully charged batteries into my Arlo camera, but it drains really fast, even though the camera is not really active or recording much. Why is that? Okay, for this issue, what you want to do is make sure you isolate the issue between the batteries or the camera. Try and get a new full set of batteries and inserting them into the camera. If they drain just as fast as the first set, then it might be an issue with your camera settings or camera itself. Follow our best practices or contact Arlo to help you resolve that issue. If you insert a new fresh set of batteries and it doesn't drain as fast, then it might be an issue with the batteries. Please contact us instead and we can help you resolve it. Lastly, here's another question we get a lot from our users. I've inserted 4 fully charged batteries into the camera, but the batteries level shown on my app is only 50%. What's wrong? Okay. It's a good thing that you're checking your app and your battery level right after installing the batteries into the camera. We definitely recommend you doing that so you can catch problems early on. If you're installing all the batteries and you check the app and you're seeing 95% to 100% battery level, then you're probably getting the most out of your batteries. That's not really an issue. But if you're seeing below 50% or 50%, then you might want to try one of these troubleshooting steps. First, make sure that the batteries are all the same. It's possible that you have an old battery mixed in with the new batteries. They could be different branded batteries, or they could be mixed with non-rechargeable batteries. Make sure the 4 set of batteries you use in the camera are the same and they stay together. Next, make sure that the batteries are installed correctly. It's possible that one of the batteries are inserted incorrectly and that's why you're seeing 50%. Oftentimes, users will have placed in 2 batteries incorrect. So just take them all out and reinsert them in based on the positive and negative signs that's shown in the camera compartment. Now, if you tried both steps and you've inserted all 4 batteries and you're still seeing 50% power level and they're all fully charged batteries and they're all the same batteries, you might want to try troubleshooting by getting a new full set of batteries, fully charge the full set of batteries, and then insert them into the camera. You should see 100%, but if you're still seeing 50% after doing that, then it's likely an issue with your camera settings. Revisit our best practices for camera settings to make sure that there's nothing wrong there. And that's it for our Arlo rechargeable power video. Hopefully we've helped you out on some of the commonly asked questions or problems you might have encountered while using our batteries or charger. If you have any more questions that we didn't cover in today's video, feel free to leave them in the comment section down below. We're always there to help out, and we'll see you next time.